What is objective function? Objective function means a function which you need to maximize or minimize, optimize. Y less than or equal to 48 because he has space for 48. If he takes 49th, you don't have space to put it. You may get profit, but you don't have space. So always any manufacturing problem, make 3 columns. One is resource, the other one is type of goods, nuts and bolts, the other one is time cost. Then protein minimum requirement is 8. So protein after you mix should be greater than or equal to 8. Welcome to the session, dear students. Today we'll go ahead with the problems of linear programming. See, first is formulating LPP. Today I am teaching you formulating LPP. So how to formulate LPP? Writing the formula. Formulating LPP. So now I'll be teaching you how to formulate LPP, how to write the formula for linear programming problem. A person wants to decide the constituents of diet which will fulfill his daily requirements of proteins, fats, carbohydrates at minimum cost. So he want to fulfill proteins, fats and carbohydrates. For that, the combination is made among two foods, food product A and food product B. You want to combine A and B, and contents are indicated as below. They have given the contents. Proteins in food A, proteins 5 units, and in food B, proteins is 2 units, and minimum requirement of proteins is 800 units, and fats in food A 6 units, fats in food B 5 units, minimum requirement 300 units, carbohydrates in food A 4 units, food B 3 units, minimum requirement 700 units, and cost of food A is 70 rupees, cost is 50 rupees. They wanted to formulate what? Linear programming. See, first step is what is unknown. See, here when you read the question, they want you to mix food A and food B. Food A and food B, so that you'll reach the minimum requirement. So that's why first we should assume let X units of food A. So here they have mentioned the requirements. So therefore X units of food A unknown and Y units of food B are mixed. This is our assumption. Food B or, so they're asking you the combination. So are combined, we'll mix A and B to reach the minimum requirement. See here, A is X kg I am taking, B is Y kg I am taking. So now when you read the question, first we should write the objective function. So objective function means what? A function in the form of Z. Objective function means a function which you need to maximize or minimize. What is objective function? Objective function means a function which you need to maximize or minimize, optimize. Optimizing means what? Either maximizing or minimizing. ನೋಡಿ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ನ ಪೂರ್ತಿ ಓದಬೇಕು. ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ನ ನಾವು ಡಿಫೈನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ? ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ನ. ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಏನು? ಯಾವುದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಥವಾ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಯಾವುದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮೈಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಥವಾ ಮಿನಿಮೈಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಅದನ್ನು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಡಿಫೈನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಯಾವ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ನ ನಾವು ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮೈಸ್ ಅಥವಾ ಮಿನಿಮೈಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವೋ ಅದನ್ನು ಏನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ? ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್. ಸೊ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಓದಿದಾಗ ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಗೆಟ್ ಅ ವರ್ಡ್ ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮೈಸ್ ಆರ್ ಮಿನಿಮೈಸ್. When you read the question, you will get a word maximize or minimize. So read this question carefully. So when you read this question, a person wants to decide the combination of this food so that he should have minimum cost. So minimum cost. A person wants to decide the constant of diet which will fulfill his daily requirement, and the cost should be minimum. Minimum cost. ನೋಡಿ, ಎರಡು ಫುಡ್ನ ಮಿಕ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಮಿನಿಮಮ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು. ಆಮೇಲೆ ರಿಕ್ವೈರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಮೀಟ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು. ಎಷ್ಟು ಪ್ರೋಟೀನ್ಸು, ಎಷ್ಟು ಫ್ಯಾಟ್ಸ್, ಎಷ್ಟು ಕಾರ್ಬೋಹೈಡ್ರೇಟ್ಸ್ ಬೇಕೋ ಅಷ್ಟು ಮಿನಿಮಮ್ ರಿಕ್ವೈರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಮೀಟ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ದ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ವಾಟ್ ದೇ ವಾಂಟ್ ಟು ಮಿನಿಮೈಸ್, ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ as objective function. Here minimize, they told the word ಏನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಕಾಸ್ಟ್. ಸೊ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ should be minimized. So objective function is what? Cost. So now z is equal to I want to minimize this. So they want you to minimize z is equal to cost. See, for food A table al kottidare. In the table they have given the cost. So for food A, cost is 70 rupees. So 70 rupees is the cost of food A. But you are taking how many units of food A? We are taking x units of food A. For 1 unit of food A is x. For 1 unit of food A, it is 70 rupees. For x unit, it will be 70x. This is cost of food A. Similarly, what is cost of food B? Food B, they gave 50 rupees. Food B, 1 unit is 50 rupees. We are mixing y units. So 50 into y. This is total cost. What is the total cost? 70x plus 50y. This is cost of food A. This is cost of food B. So this we need to minimize. Minimize z is equal to 70x plus 50y. And we call this as objective function. So first, in the formula, you should see which is an objective function. ನೋಡಿ, ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಬರೀಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಯಾವ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ನ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಂತಾರೆ ಅಂತ ನೋಡಬೇಕು. ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿದೆ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? ಯಾವುದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಮಿನಿಮೈಸ್ ಅಥವಾ ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮೈಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವೋ ಅದನ್ನು ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಂತೀವಿ. ಎ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ವಿಚ್ ವಿ ನೀಡ್ ಟು ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮೈಸ್ ಆರ್ ಮಿನಿಮೈಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ as ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್. ವೆನ್ ಯು ರೀಡ್ ದ ಕ್ವಶನ್, ದೇ ವಾಂಟ್ ಯು ಟು ಮಿನಿಮೈಸ್ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್. ಸೊ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್. ಸೊ ರೈಟ್ ದ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಫಾರ್ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್. Z is equal to 70x plus 50y. Later, subject to conditions. Condition ಏನು? First condition, you are mixing x units of A with y units of B. Number of units cannot be negative. So first constant I can write x and y greater than 0. Number of units whatever you are mixing should be greater than 0, positive. X and y greater than or equal to 0 is the first constant. Second constant, after you mix the food, protein minimum is 800. Protein, please understand, minimum requirement of protein. What is the minimum requirement of protein? 800 units. Dear students, minimum means that much or more than that. Minimum passing marks 35. 35 marks or more than 35 is pass. Minimum means that much or more than that. So minimum proteins is what? 800. So in food A we have x units. So food A contains 5 units of proteins. So total 5x. 5x is the proteins present in food A, and 2y is the proteins present in food B. So total protein should be greater than or equal to 800. So 5x plus 2y should be greater than or equal to what? 800. This is protein constraint. So subject to this following constraints, number of units should be positive, so greater than or equal to 0. So now this is the condition for protein. 5 units in 1 unit of food A contains 5 units. I am mixing x units. Per unit 5. So for x, 5x. 5x is the protein in food A. 2y is the protein in food B. 5x plus 2y means total protein. Total protein should be minimum 800. Minimum 800 means 800 or more than 800. So greater than or equal to. Similarly, minimum carbohydrates is 300. Minimum fats is 300. So 300. So 6x and 5y. 6x fats in food A and 5y fats in food B. After mixing, total fats is 6x plus 5y. That is also minimum. They told minimum is 300. So greater than or equal to 300. And last condition is condition for carbohydrates. Carbohydrates after you mix should be greater than or equal minimum 700 carbohydrates. Minimum 700 means what? Carbohydrate should be greater than or equal to what? 700 after you mix. So when you mix the food, so carbohydrates will be 4x because of food A, 3y because of food B. So 3x plus 4y greater than or equal to 700. So this is the linear programming problem. So now whatever I wrote on the board is the linear programming problem. So this we have formulated. So the question is formulate LPP. We have formulated LPP. So dear students, first you should write what? Objective function. What is objective function? Objective function means what? A function which we need to maximize or minimize. So ಈ question ಅಲ್ಲಿ they want you to minimize the cost. So objective function is what? Cost function. So objective function always we should write z. Z is equal to cost. What is the cost? Cost of A is 70 rupees. I am taking x units of A. So 70x, and cost of B is 50y. 70x plus 50y is the cost, and cost you should minimize. That's why we should write minimize z is equal to 70x plus 50y. And what is this? This is objective function. Subject to conditions or constraints. What is the first condition? Condition for protein. So when you mix the A and B, food A and food B, protein should be minimum 800. Means protein should be 800 or more than that. So that's why I'll use greater than or equal to. So 5x plus 2y. 5x is the total proteins because of food A, because 1 unit of food A contains 5 protein units. So I am mixing x kg. So x into 5. And in food B, we have 2 into y. 5x plus 2y greater than or equal to 800, protein constraint. And 6x plus 5y greater than or equal to 300, this is fat constant. And 3x plus 4y greater than or equal to 700, this is carbohydrate constant. So therefore, I wrote conditions. So this is the LPP, linear programming problem. Before you start any problem, first you should assume the unknowns. So they want you to mix, in this case, they want you to mix food A and food B. Food A and food B, how much you should mix, we don't know. First you should define unknown. So let x units of food A and y units of food B are combined or mixed. So first we defined unknown. So in the table, I'll directly write x and y. A is x and B is y. And cost should be minimum. Total cost is what? Cost of A plus cost of B. What is cost of A? 70 for 1 unit, you are taking x unit, 70x. And cost of B is 50 for 1 unit, we are taking y unit, 50y is the total cost of B. Total cost means what? Cost of A plus cost of B. Cost of A is 70x, cost of B is 50y. So z is equal to 70x plus 50y. This is the cost, and we should minimize. I am writing minimize because they want you to minimize. Find the minimum cost. So sometimes they'll ask maximum profit, then you should write maximize. And first you write objective function, we wrote it. Then subject to conditions. What are the conditions? First condition they have not given, it's common sense. So we are mixing food A and food B. Number of units whatever you are mixing cannot be less than 0. See, number of students in a class cannot be negative. Number of units of food what you are mixing cannot be negative. So you may mix, if you don't mix it will become 0. But number of units of food A and food A should be positive. So that's why I'll take greater than or equal to 0. It may be 0 or positive. So this is a condition not given, but it is known. What is by common sense? What is the conclusion? Whenever you are mixing the number of units of food, number of units of food cannot be negative. That's why we call this as non-negative constraint or non-negative condition. First I wrote this. Then protein condition I wrote. Fat condition I wrote. Carbohydrate condition I wrote. Minimum means what? That much or more than that. That's why greater than or equal to. Inequality greater than or equal to. So if you write this, you will get full marks. First, define unknown. Second, write objective function. Third, write conditions. Now we'll go to the next question. A businessman buys and sells chairs and tables. He has 2 entities, chairs and tables. He has rupees 3,000 to invest. So he has total amount with him is 3,000 rupees. So dear students, reading the question, understanding it carefully is important. 80% is reading, then formulating is 20%. Total investment, total money he has is 3,000, that's it. And he want to buy 2 types of furniture, chairs and tables. And a chair costs him rupees 50. Cost of chair, 1 chair is 50 rupees. Table cost him 90 rupees. 1 table cost is 90 rupees. Space, he has space to accommodate at most 48 pieces. So space constant they give. He is having space, so only 48 pieces will fit. Pieces means what? Chairs and tables put together 48. He cannot accommodate more than 48. That is clearly given. So he has space which accommodates at most 48 pieces. And if he sells each chair for rupees 200, so selling price of a chair is 200. And each table for 400, selling price of table is 400. And the minimum number of chairs and tables he has to buy. So how many minimum? See, there are 2 cases here. Find the number of chairs and tables he has to buy to get maximum profit. So if he wants maximum profit, They want you to find number of chairs and tables. So they're telling is selling price they gave, and cost price they gave. Cost is 50 rupees, but selling price is 200 rupees, and they want you to maximize the profit. They want you to maximize the profit. So he is purchasing chairs and tables, and he has space. 48 units only is the space. He cannot accommodate more than that. And selling price is also given. They want you to calculate, or they want you to maximize the profit. So first unknown is what? Number of chairs and, see, they want find the number of chairs and tables. So number of things we'll assume. So first step is what? Assume the unknown. Let X number of chairs and Y number of tables. Number of chairs he has to buy. Number of we have to find how many. So let X number of chairs and Y number of tables are bought. This is our assumption. Now remember, so we are assuming X number of chairs and Y number of tables to be purchased. This is our assumption, unknown. And they want to maximize the profit. They want you to what? Maximize the profit. See, you know profit. What is meant by profit? Profit is selling price minus cost price. What is the selling price? For each entity, for chair, profit for chair. First I'll calculate profit for chair. What is the profit per chair? Chair, cost price is 50. Chair, so they told, he sells each chair 200 rupees. Selling price of chair is 200. Cost price of chair is 50. So 200 minus 50 is 150. This is profit per chair. And for table, what is the selling price of table? He is selling table for rupees 400. What is the selling price of table? 400. What is the profit? So what is the cost price of table? Cost price of table is 90. They have given 90 is the cost price. So 90 is the cost price. Selling price, table is selling for 400 rupees and he purchased for 90 rupees. So 400 minus 90. In 400, if you remove 90, so 310. So dear students, for one chair, profit for one chair is rupees 50. Profit for one table is rupees 300. So now they want you to maximize the profit. They want you to what? Maximize the profit. So therefore, so objective function. Objective function means what? A function which we need to maximize or minimize. So maximize the profit. Maximize profit. So profit is what? Z is equal to, for one chair 150 rupees you are getting. 150 into how many chairs you are purchasing? You are purchasing X number of chairs. So 150 into X plus profit per table. Profit per table is 310. How many tables you are purchasing? You are purchasing Y number of tables. So 310 Y. So maximize profit. Profit is what? Z. Z is 150X plus 310 Y. I wrote objective function. First step I should assume unknown. We have assumed unknown. Let X number of chairs and Y number of tables are purchased or bought. And second one, I have to maximize the profit. I have to write the objective function. What is objective function? A function which we need to maximize or minimize. In this case, they want you to maximize. So what do they want to maximize? Here you can read, they want you to maximize profit. So maximize the profit. So profit per chair is selling price of chair minus cost price of chair. That is 150 rupees, 150X. And selling price of table is 400, cost price of table is 990. If I subtract 310 is the profit. So this is profit. Profit per chair, profit for table. For one chair, profit is 150. We are selling, or we are buying X chair, so 150X. And for one table, profit is 310. We are purchasing 3Y. So profit on chairs plus profit on table. Profit on chairs is 150 into X. Profit on table is 310 into Y. This we need to maximize. Then subject to conditions. Subject to condition or constraints. We use the word condition. subject to condition or constant, subject to constraints, or we can also say conditions. What are the conditions? I told you non-negative. Number of chairs you are taking or purchasing or buying should be greater than or equal to 0. You cannot purchase negative number. No, number of things is always positive. That's why if you don't purchase, it is 0. So that's why first non-negative, x greater than or equal to 0, y greater than or equal to 0. Then space constant. When you read, they told he can accommodate only 48 pieces. He can accommodate only what? 48 pieces. So he can accommodate only 48 pieces. So you can see he can accommodate only how much? 48 pieces. So space is the constant. So total number of chairs and tables cannot be more than 48. So space constant. So x number of chairs plus y number of tables. Total should be, you can put only 48. You don't have space for more than 48. So number of pieces should be less than or equal to 48. Less than or equal to 48. Why less than or equal to 48? Because he has space for 48. If he takes 49th, he don't have space to put it. He may get profit, but he don't have space to put it. So space constant. Number of pieces should be less than 48 or equal to 48 because he has space of 48. So x plus y, this is space constant. And any other constant given, read it. So he can sell chair, okay, they told. And investment is the other constant, read. So he is having another constant called investment. So he can invest only 3000 rupees. So please understand, he can invest only 3000 rupees. His investment is 3000 rupees. He cannot invest more than that. So he cannot invest more than 3000. For purchasing chairs, 50 rupees. For purchasing table, 90 rupees. So investment 50x, sorry. $50x cost of chair plus 90y cost of table. This is cost price of chair. One chair is 50 rupees. You are purchasing x chairs. So total cost of chairs is 50x. One table is 90 rupees. You are purchasing y tables. Total cost of table is 90 rupees. So this is the total cost, total investment. So you have money only 3000. You cannot spend more than that. So 50x plus 90y should be less than or equal to 3000 because you don't have money more than 3000. What is the conclusion? So these are the conditions. So here, to make you understand, I am writing this. This is what space constant. Space constant or space condition they have given. You don't have more than 48 pieces space. And then investment constant. So investment means 3000 rupees. So you can purchase all the things within 3000. You don't have money more than 3000. So cost of chair plus cost of table should not exceed 3000. So this is the thing. So we formulated linear programming problem. In today's class, I am teaching how to formulate, and I taught you in last class what are the steps. What is step number 1? Find the unknowns, design the unknowns. The unknowns, so x number of chairs and y number of tables. And what is the condition number 2? And we have to maximize the profit. So first calculate the profit. How to calculate profit? You know, selling price minus cost price gives you profit. Selling price minus cost price for chair gives you 150. 150 is the profit of chair, and selling price minus cost price of table gives you profit of table. Profit of table is 310. So for one chair, 150 rupees. X chairs, 150x is the profit of chairs, and 310 is the profit of tables. Total profit is 150x plus 310y, and that is z. Z cannot exceed what? Z should be maximized. They want you to maximize the profit. And whatever here I wrote, this is what we call this as objective function. Objective function means a function of the form z which we need to maximize and minimize. Subject to conditions. What are the conditions? Number of pieces, number of things, whatever you are taking should be always positive. So x should be greater than or equal to 0, y should be greater than or equal to 0, and number of pieces cannot exceed 48. So x plus y should be less than or equal to 48. And investment, so total cost should not be more than 3000. So less than or equal to. So I hope all of you understood how to formulate. Now we'll go to the next question. A manufacturer produces two products, P and Q. So P and Q are the two types of products. Each P requires 4 hours of machine M1 and 2 hours of machine M2, and each Q requires 2 hours of so this is machine 4-2, and this is 2 hours of machine M1, 5 hours of machine M2, and the total time on machine M1 is 2 hours and machine M2 is 24 hours, total time available. And profit per unit of P is 6 and profit per unit of Q is 8. Profits also they give. What are the quantities you should sell, or what quantities of each P should be produced and sold so that it will maximize the profit. See, when you read it is cumbersome. So what we'll do, we'll make it as a table. This is a manufacturing problem. When you read, the problem is little cumbersome. So I'll make a table. So first table contains type of product, type of products produced. All manufacturing you can use this type of products, and time available, and resources. What are the resources? Type of product, resources. Now see, we are producing two types, P and Q, two types. And resources we have machine M1, machine M2. And last column I'll also make machine M1 and M2, I'll say profit. So I'm converting the word into table so that you can pick the elements easily. See, when you read the question, so he's producing two types of products, P and Q. I have made two columns, and P requires 4 hours of M1, 4 hours of M1 P. So under the column M1, this is M1 and P requires 4 hours, and Q requires, P requires 4 hours of M1 and 2 hours of what? M2. Same P requires 2 hours of M2 for 1 unit. Then Q requires 2 hours of M1. Q requires 2 hours of M1, and same Q requires 5 hours of M2. So 5 hours of M2. And also they told total time of M1 is 2 hours. So M1 you can use maximum 2 hours, and M2 you can use 24 hours. So total time on machine M1 is 2 hours and machine M2 is 24 hours. Profit per unit of P is 6 rupees. Profit per unit of Q is 8 rupees. This is given, I made a table. Now going ahead, first the problem, see, now I have not solved anything. So I made a paragraph into table. So first step I took is table conversion, converting the given story to table. Any manufacturing, types what you are manufacturing, and resources what you are using. Make a column, resource, type of the product, and availability constant, or any one particular constant. Here time available they go. Now he is producing two types of goods. One is P and the other one is Q. How many he has to find quantity. Quantities you should produce to get maximize the profit. So that's why unknown first we'll assume. Let X units of P and Y units of Q are produced. What is our assumption? We are assuming X units of P and Y units of Q are produced. And if you want to maximize the profit, so they want to first unknown we have assumed. Now second thing is what I taught you. You have to write objective function. So maximize what? Profit. They want you to maximize profit. So Z is the profit. So I am assuming Z is what? Profit. Whatever you want to maximize or minimize, we call it as objective function. Objective function is Z, Z is profit. And you see the table. If you see here, I am producing X units of P and Y units of Q. Per unit of P, profit is 6 rupees. Per unit of Q, profit is 8. Per 1 unit, 6 rupees. I am producing X units. So total profit is what? 8x. 8x, this is profit of P. And what is profit of Q? For 1 unit 8 rupees, for y units 8y. Sorry, profit of P is, here profit of P, read the table. So, for 1 unit of P 6 rupees, x units of P 6x rupees. 6x is the profit, 6x is the profit of P, and you are also producing Q. Profit of Q is what? 8y. So, this is profit function which we need to maximize. So, maximize z is equal to 6x plus 8y. First assume unknown, x units of P and y units of Q are produced to get maximum profit is the assumption, and we need to maximize the profit. Profit is the objective function, z is equal to 6x plus 8y. 6x is what? Profit on product P. 8y is what? Profit on product Q. Total profit is 6x plus 8y. Subject to conditions. What are the conditions? Subject to, the first condition is non-negative. Number of units produced should be greater than or equal to 0. X greater than or equal to 0, y greater than or equal to 0. Number of units whatever you are producing cannot be negative. So, this is common sense, we wrote this. And second thing, time available. Machine 1 is available only for 2 hours. So, therefore, your 4x plus 2y less than or equal to 2 hours. You have to utilize only this much. And then machine 2 is available for 24 hours. So, 2x plus for 5y is less than or equal to 24. So, these are the conditions. Dear students, 4 hours, for 1 unit we need x, for 4 units 4x of machine A and 2y of machine B should be less than or equal to 2, this should be less than or equal to 24 whatever they give. So, now I have formulated LPP. So, now we will go to the next question, that is formulating LPP again. Smaran begins being a manufacturer, produces nuts and bolts. See, you are producing 2 types of goods, nuts and bolts. Again, it is manufacturing, and it takes in industrial machinery, it takes 1 hour on machine A and 3 hours on machine B. And to produce what? Nuts. And to produce a package of nuts, and while it takes 3 hours on machine A, 1 hour on machine B to produce package of bolts, he earns a profit of rupees 250 per package of nuts and 1 per package of bolts. Form LPP. Dear students, when you read this big paragraph, the decision is it's a manufacturing problem. If you want to simplify, convert it into table. How to convert it into table? So, first resource. What is the resource he is using? Resource, what is using? When you read the question, 2 resources are there. One is machine A, using machine A and machine B. A and B are the resources. Column resource I will fill with A and B. And then type of goods he is producing. Type of goods. What is producing? Nuts and bolts. Nuts, and the other one is what? Bolts. Type of goods I will make another column. Resource is one column, type of goods another, and then availability constant. So, they told produce a package of bolts, and here they mentioned, so each machine can operate 12 hours a day. So, time constant, they gave a condition, time constant. So, it is very clear. Whatever is given I will fill it. To produce, I will talk about nuts now. So, produce nuts and bolts, it takes 1 hour of machine A, 1 hour of machine A. So, and 3 hours of machine B, 3 hours of machine B to produce what? Nuts. So, only nuts column I will fill. So, nuts 1 hour for machine A, if you read 1 hour machine A and 3 hours machine B. One hour, 3 hours. Then I will go to second type of product. What is the second type of product? Second type of product is bolts. So, bolts, if you read, it will take 3 hours machine A, it will take 3 hours machine A and 1 hour machine B to produce second type of product called bolts. So, for bolts, For bolts, whatever the condition they give, I'll fill it. For bolts, they told for bolts 3 hours of machine A. So machine A bolts 3 hours. Machine B bolts is what is given? 1 hour. And time constant. Time constant. When you read the time constant is also given. What is the time constant they give? They told machines can operate for 12 hours a day. Machines can operate what? 12 hours a day. There's a time constant. Machines can operate what? 12 hours a day. They can operate what? 12 hours a day. So therefore, time constant. So time, machine A 12 hours, machine B 12 hours. And profits also they give. What is the profit? 2 rupees 50 paise per nut and 1 rupee for bolt. So I'll write profit 2 rupees 50, 1 profit. So I converted. So first step what I took, I've converted the problem, word problem I converted to table. Not necessary. This they don't ask also. To make you understand simple. So I've circled all the things of nuts with blue color and all the things of bolts with green color, time constant and profit. So now I converted a table. So always any manufacturing problem, make 3 columns. One is resource, the other one is type of goods, nuts and bolts, the other one is time constant. What are the resources? A and B. And nuts and bolts, how many you are producing? So that's it. Now they want you to first assume. How to solve? First assume. Let unknown, what is unknown? Let x number of x units of nuts, y units of bolts are produced. I am assuming x units of nuts and y units of bolts are produced is first assumption. Second thing, they want you to maximum. First you should write unknown, then you should write objective function. What they want you to maximize or minimize? When you read, so from a linear programming problem to minimize what? Profit. So we need to minimize profit. So objective function is profit. So minimize profit. This is a question. So assume profit as what? Sorry, minimize. Oh, sorry, here it's maximize profit. Nobody wants to minimize the profit. Always, this is a wrong question. So here, please correct this. This is what? Maximize the profit. So always any business is what? To maximize. So maximize the profit and minimize the cost is fine. Maximize the profit. So I'll write maximize. Question, make it maximize, because always any industry works for maximum profits, right? So maximize profit. So I'll take profit as Z. So how to maximize profit? See, 1 pack of nut gives you 2 rupees 50 paise. You are producing how many? We are assuming we are producing x units of nuts and y units of bolts. So 250 into x. 2 rupee 50 paise x. This is profit and nuts. And 1 rupee into y, 1y. So this we need to maximize. So z is equal to 2.5x plus y. This is the objective function. So maximize this z. Maximize profit. So maximize z is equal to this, subject to conditions. What are the conditions? Subject to, first condition is x should be greater than or equal to y should be greater than or equal to 0. Number of units cannot be negative. So number of units of nuts and bolts cannot be negative. So they may be 0 or positive. So x and y should be greater than or equal to 0. And second, machine A you can use only for 12 hours a day. So 1x plus 3y should be less than or equal to 12. 1x plus 2y should be less than or equal to 12, because you can operate only for, so they gave machine can operate only 12 hours, at most 12 hours. At most means what? Maximum you can use 12 hours. You cannot use more than that. So at most means less than or equal to. So and machine B 3x plus y, that should be also, machine B is also 12 hours. 12. So this is the LPP. Maximize Profit is what? 2.5 x plus y, and subject to conditions x comma y greater than or equal to 0, x plus 2y less than or equal to 12, 3x plus y less than or equal to 12. Same way, manufacturing problem we have done. Now food. So Vishal consumes 2 types of food, A and B, every day. To obtain 8 units of protein, 12 units of carbohydrate, 9 units of what is called as 9 units of fat. So again I'll make a table. So I could see proteins, then carbohydrates and fats, is it not? So I'll make a table. These are the ingredients, in spite of resources, ingredients. And he's mixing 2 types of food, A and B. So food A and B, and he's mixing food A and B. So food A contains 261. Food A contains 2 units of protein, 6 units of carbohydrates, 1 unit of this. And further if you read, 1 kg of food B contains 113, 1 unit of protein, 1 unit of carbohydrate, and 3 units of fat. And they told availability. So minimum 8 units. So every day you should obtain 8 units, 12 units, 8 of protein, 8 proteins you should get, minimum requirement. 8 units of proteins is required if you read the question, and 12 units of carbohydrates are required, and you should require 9 units of fat. So 9, this is a requirement, minimum requirement. So I made a table. Now if you want to mix the food and get the minimum requirement, and cost should be what? Minimize what? They want you to minimize the cost. So unknown, let x units of x kg of food A and y kg of food B are mixed. This is our assumption, unknown. So when you mix, they want you to minimize the cost. Minimize cost. What is the cost? So cost is the objective function. So objective function is to minimize cost. Cost is what? Cost for food A. So 8 per kg of cost. See cost, I'll make a column. Food A is 8 rupees, and food B they gave. Food A 8, food B 5. So 5x plus 8y. This is the cost of food A. 1 unit is 5 rupees, 2 units is 8 rupees, total cost is 5x plus 8y, subject to conditions. Subject to what are the constants? Subject to constants, what are the constants? X greater than or equal to 0, y greater than or equal to 0. And the other thing is what? Minimum requirement. After you mix the foods, minimum means what? This much or more than this. Minimum protein is 8 units, 8 or more than 8. So 2x plus y greater than or equal to 8. And fat, carbohydrate 6x plus 1y greater than or equal to what? What is the fat they give? 12. Fat is what? 12. And carb is 12, and fat is what? 1 and 3. 1x plus 3y greater than or equal to 9. So that's it. So I have formulated that is equal to 5x plus 8y. This is the cost. I have to minimize. Conditions, number of units what you are mixing cannot be negative, so both are positive. Then protein minimum requirement is 8. So protein after you mix should be greater than or equal to 8. Minimum carbohydrates is 12 units. So after you mix it should be greater than or equal to 12. Fat minimum is 9. That's what they gave. So greater than or equal to 9. So by this, in today's class, I explained mixtures and manufacturing problems, and I taught you how to formulate LPP. First find number of unknowns, define unknowns x and y, then write objective function, then write conditions or constants. That's it. So I hope all of you understood. Sit and practice this. I'll meet you in my next class. Thanks for attending. Thank you.